tamper-resistant locks, security devices such as alarms for their tellers and their vaults, burglar alarms and teller alarms, surveillance equipments, this would be closed-circuit TV, or possibly continuous surveillance or still cameras should be installed in each branch bank or banking facility throughout the United States. Some of the banks, as of this date, have been reluctant to install some of this equipment. I think purposely, or maybe the main reason for this would be that they are hesitant in installing it due to the fact that the Bank Protection Act gives them until January of 1970.
What about in drive-in areas or drive-in window areas? This presents special problems, doesn't it?
Yes, it certainly does, because camera equipment is rather hard to install in this particular area, although some banks have installed the equipment in each drive-in teller's window. The camera facing the customer as he appears before each window. Although, as I say, this is extremely hard to do because you are taking a picture through glass and receiving quite a bit of reflection. Now, each drive-in teller is required by the Bank Protection Act. Their cages are to be bullet-resistant glass.
Well, there's been a rash of bank robberies in the Dallas area lately. Do you think those would have been prevented had these things already been in place in these banks?
I certainly would not say that these devices could have prevented the holdups or the robberies, but I think that they would have been a major deterrent if most or the majority of the banks had had the equipment installed.
Do you think that those who are going to rob a bank are aware of what security measures they may have installed in that bank?
Yes, I do, Rosser. I think these people case the bank maybe several times prior to the hijacking. And I think one of the main things that they're looking for when they come into a bank is easy means of escape and any surveillance equipment that might be available and possibly alarms that the bank may have.
Commissioner, what primary problem have you been working on while you've been here in Fort Worth?
The problem that we have, not only that is indigenous, you might say, to this area, it's all over the United States now, that due to the affluent society that we have extant, the unscrupulous and sophisticated promoter is alive, active, and capitalizing on this condition and promoting what we colloquially refer to as the shell game. That simply means that these promoters pick up defunct corporations, primarily in the West, and revitalize them and contribute a few assets of little or dubious value, and then issue millions of shares of cheap stock and foist them out on an unsuspecting public. It's become a wide-ranging problem.
Well, are we experiencing this sort of thing in the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
Yes, it is happening in all areas, and we've had, and now we have under investigation a very extensive fraudulent promotion known as United Australian Oil case, and a lot of people in this area have gotten burned on this, and it's just been nothing but a fantastic, wild promotion.